Are they gonna woohoo in the hot springs with the people in the hot springs with them? They freaking are! They are! They're just gonna flat out woohoo in front of these other people! Hello YouTube, my name is sezrawrr and welcome to a Sims 4 woohoo video. I feel like I've made way too many Sims 4 woohoo videos. I've looked at woohooing in first person, I've looked at trying to see what woohooing looks like by sizing objects down, but today I want to be very specific because I was thinking when my Sims woohoo, they generally woohoo at their house, which is fine. I've made videos on woohooing at home, but what if they're out and about, say on a date in public and they want to woohoo? I don't really know what the public woohoo spots are, so I figured if I don't know where all the public woohoo spots are, maybe you guys don't as well. So today that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be woohooing in public. I should just quickly mention, if you're watching this video in the future, we've just had high school years release, so this video is going to be up to date as of high school years. So here we are with the Bays family. They are a very loved up couple, husband and wife. They are married, very loved up. They do lots of woohooing, so we're gonna go with them and woohoo in public today. So we're gonna need to go places though, and I'm actually going to start with the places that we got with high school years. So let's head over to Copperdale. The most recent places that we got to woohoo in public, they happen on the boardwalk here, the carnival place here. So we're just going to come to this vacant lot right here just because it's kind of close to where we need to go. You can't actually go to the carnival lot directly. You need to access it by another lot that's around the area. So here there's actually 4 different places that you can woohoo. That's a lot of options, so I feel like this is a great place to bring people on a date. I mean, we've got the Ferris wheel that's right here. We've also got the haunted house and the tunnel of love over here. Some really great options to ride rides and then like get some ice cream from the ice cream store. Take some photos in the photo booth. This is definitely a really great place to bring a date. And then of course having so many options for woohooing is fantastic as well. So let's get into the first one. We might actually go with the smallest one, which is the photo booth. So not only can you take photos, you can take normal photos of your Sims on their own, you can take friendly photos, funny photos, mischievous photos, and romantic photos, but you can also woohoo and try for baby in the photo booth. So let's woohoo with Kara in the photo booth.
Brifna?
Ha, really?
I've never seen any of these interactions.
Tampa, Moose.
Woo!
Levi, Samson.
Okay, I love that. Oh, I really like that interaction. I think that's cute. So I love the fireworks at the end, the curtain flapping at the end. But I love the, like, opening the curtain and checking if there's, like, anyone looking or there's anyone waiting or anything. I loved that. And the rest of the interaction was really cute. I loved the music. The music was really funny. I loved that. Fantastic. So we might then start with the ride. So we'll start with the biggest one right here, the Ferris wheel. So let's woohoo with Kara on the Ferris wheel. I'm giving you this view of the Ferris wheel because I don't know what these interactions are going to be. I have no idea what happens with any of them. I've never seen them before. I'm assuming they're getting on the Ferris wheel. There we go. Oh, okay, hold on. Alone time. Kara and Darren have decided to take a chance and go for a spin on the Plumbite Pierced Staple. They say that any couple that is brave enough to woohoo at the top of the silver spinner will be successful and join the Spinner Sky Club, an unofficial club for the adventurous couples of Copperdale who have achieved the same feat. As if perfect timing, the pair's carriage stops right at the peak of the wheel and the time is now. But wait! The fear of being caught is creeping into the back of Kara's mind. Does she give up this moment and take the fun elsewhere? Or do they keep wheeling and join the Spinners Sky Club ranks? How are they gonna get caught is the thing. Like, how are they really gonna get caught? Let's continue. This is cute. I like that the hearts are all over it. So the message from the opportunity was the Silver Spinner Sky Club has 2 new members. Nothing can stop them now. The passion is too strong to resist. And the 2 have a revolutionary romp in the Silver Spinner. Oh my goodness gracious. Kara and Darren exit the ride, heads still spinning from the romantic adventure. But then Kara got the Spinner Sky Club from Woohoo on the Silver Spinner. Welcome to the club. Best club initiation ever. Oh! From the photo booth, they got Bordy Booth. Darren should be careful not to misplace the evidence of this steamy photogenic encounter. I know it's kind of creepy, the fact that we're just looking at woohooing, but these messages and these interactions, it feels almost like that cheeky adult vibe that was very much a thing in the early Sims games. Like the Sims 1 and Sims 2 were very, very cheeky and very adult in some situations. And this is kind of giving me those same cheeky adult vibes. I love that. That's fantastic. We might move on to the haunted house though. Let's woohoo with Darren on the haunted house. I definitely want to save the tunnel of love for last in this place. So again, I don't know what this interaction's going to be. I don't know if we're going to see hearts at the top of the tower or anything. So I'm trying to give you the best like bird's eye view of the haunted house so that hopefully we can see everything that's going to be happening here. Okay, lights in the windows and the hearts are moving. Oh my God, is it moving like they're moving on the ride? It is! That's really cool, but we do have another opportunity here. So something about the flashing lights and cheap animatronics of the grave mine really sets the mood for romance. I don't know. Unfortunately, before anything exciting happens, Kara spots an animatronic of a miner that seems to be watching the cart a little too closely. It doesn't look mad, just disappointed. The judgy look in the robot's eyes have put both riders on the edge. Does Kara call out to the creature and admonish it for its patronizing glances, or does she leave it be and go back to enjoying something more hair-raising than a haunted house? Let's ignore it, okay? So it says, who cares about a few robotic audience members, right? No one to judge Kara on bad technique here. This definitely is giving the cheeky vibes. The spooky woohoo has thrilled the 2 more than any ghoul could ever dare try. Kara holds target tight and they share a thriller ride in the dark. Oh my goodness, this is so cheeky. And look, you see the lights are around this side of the windows now. It's gonna go around the back maybe. Oh, in the tower. We do have lights in the tower. How cute that all the little windows light up and the little hearts and everything. I do really love this haunted house though. I thought it was supposed to be just like a normal haunted house, but the fact that it's a ghost train makes more sense in my brain as to why it's so big. The last one we do have is the Tunnel of Love here though. So let's get to it on the Tunnel of Love. I've left this one for last for I think pretty obvious reasons. As far as romance goes, this is the most romantic part. So... oh, that's cute. The lights lighting up, the little heart, like all the sparks going around the edge of the entire thing, the fireworks happening. Oh, that's cute. Adorable. One little solitary firework at the end there. No opportunity this time. Maybe the opportunities are random and they don't occur every single time you woohoo in the rides. We don't appear to have any moodlets from woohooing in the ghost train or on the Tunnel of Love, so that's interesting. Anyway, they're all of the woohoo spots in Copperdale. We've still got a lot of locations to look at in this video, so let's get to the next one. So if you have island living, you'll have the world Sulani. Now, apparently there is a waterfall. I believe I've found it. So here we are here, this beautiful little rocky mountain area, very tropical looking. This waterfall is beautiful, but if we come down, we can click on the waterfall and we can woohoo. Hello, Mr. Sir, Mr. Makoa, please. We're gonna need a little bit of privacy, my guy, please. Thank you, Makoa, for walking away. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful standing at the bottom of a waterfall like this. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the hot tub woohoo in that way. She kind of just pulled him into the water, and then we've got the little hearts here. That's adorable. Really nice. This is actually quite romantic, though. Okay, it is very similar to the hot. Aw, cute. Did you see how how he touched her? Ah, that's adorable. We did get a moodlet from this one, which is Waterfall Escapades. A private moment in nature's majesty has only multiplied Darren's mood. How nice is that? So if I go back to the map of Sulani, I came to this lot and it was literally right around the corner. So then for the next location, if you have cats and dogs, we're gonna go to Brindleton Bay and we're gonna come to Deadgrass Isle here at Deadgrass Discoveries specifically. It's raining in Brindleton Bay, but that's totally okay because the woohooing we're gonna do is actually inside this lighthouse here. So the little lighthouse that's on the end, you can't actually go into the building or anything. All you can do is go upstairs, but at the top of the lighthouse, you can woohoo. So let's woohoo with Darren in the lighthouse. All right, they're going in. There's Darren at the top on the deck there. Do I just need to focus on the top here maybe? There's the hearts. You can see the light is spinning like crazy. Do you see the little plumb bob at the very top of the tower? The fireworks. That's adorable. So the next one that I'm going to talk about, you can technically do at home, like on your home lot if you have this specific item. But if you don't have this specific item at home, then if you happen to go to Evergreen Harbour, if you have eco lifestyle and you're just like milling about the town, we'll even come over to the quarry building. Let's just come here, just see if we can find this specific thing that we need to woohoo with. Straight away, I am seeing exactly what we freaking need. There's a lot of dumpsters laying about in Eco Lifestyle, specifically in Evergreen Harbour. There's a lot of dumpsters wherever you are in the world. It seems like there's just a dumpster somewhere, and you can woohoo in the dumpster. So that's why I'm including it as an on location in public woohoo, because if you happen to be hanging out in Evergreen Harbour and you see a dumpster, it's an option. So let's dive for thrills with Kara. I've only read about it and I'm like, oh my god, it sounds right. They're already stinky, so like it's okay. Hello?
Revea!
Cute interaction, but what is this man doing?
Woo, woo.
Oh my god, that is disgustingly fantastic. Oh my god! Oh, that's so gross, but I love it at the same time. That's disgusting, but I love it. Oh my god, the freaking moodlet though. Dirty flirty from woohoo in a dumpster. This gives a whole new meaning to getting down and funky, doesn't? Oh my god, Sims team, why? Why did you do that? Oh my goodness. Anyway, they're pretty stanky. I'm gonna go home, sort out their hygiene, and then we'll get back to the woohoo.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, so the next location we're going to go to, if you happen to have Snowy Escape, we're going to go to Mount Komorebi. Now, there is a couple of different places that we can woohoo in Mount Komorebi. They all center around the top end of the map here. So we're going to come to the bathhouse to begin with. Now, I don't actually recommend doing this one because you can woohoo in the hot springs. There's something that happens after you woohoo in the hot springs that kind of ruins it for everyone else. But before we do that, I don't even know why I'm going to do this because of what happens afterwards. But before going into the hot springs, you should always shower first. They have these showers outside, so you should always take a shower before getting into the hot springs. Let's take a shower. I kind of need you to get out. Let's see if we can woohoo and get this guy to just leave. That would be really nice if we could get that guy to just leave by woohooing. You can also place the hot springs on your home lot if you have enough space in the backyard for them. So if you don't want to do that here, you can buy the hot springs for your home lot and do it at home. But they're full on just gonna get in. Are they gonna woohoo in the hot springs with the people in the hot springs with them? They freaking are! They are! They're just gonna flat out woohoo in front of these other people!
Ubate.
And the other people just don't seem to care at all? Maybe it's because it's a separate part of the hot springs. I don't know, but it's cute. It's very similar to Hot Tub Woohoo. Very similar animations. Very, very cute. But like I said, there is something that happens after you finish the hot springs Woohoo that happens that kind of ruins it for everyone else, and you've just seen it. It contaminates the hot springs. It makes them dirty. So it does ruin it for everyone else, but it's a hot, fun time for your Sims. Completely detoxed from good woohooing. Woohoo in the hot springs really drains everything out of you. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, we better get out of here before we contaminate this place any further. So the next one's actually a rather lengthy process. It involves mountain climbing, so it's kind of specific, very specific actually. So I'm probably going to include a sped up clip and a voiceover of how to do that one. I recommend having at least level 7 of the rock climbing skill before doing this, and I also recommend getting some fruit to put in your inventory in case your Sims get hungry, a tent in case they get tired, and ordering some rock climbing equipment from the computer. Once you have everything you need, you'll want to plan a social event through the phone while on your home lot, and then choose a mountain climb excursion from the list. I chose Darren to be the expedition leader and then Kara to be the team member. This is a gold event and you will need to complete goals in order to move on to the next stage and eventually to the woohoo spot. The event will begin at the bathhouse, find the gondolas and ride to the top with your partner. Once you're at the top of the gondola ride, you face the first wall we'll need to climb. Here you might want to complete any goals you can complete before climbing the wall, as you do need to achieve a silver rank for this climb in order to move on to the next stage. Once you've climbed the first rock wall, gather in front of the little brown sign to complete the goal of this phase. If you have a silver rank, then the Move On button will appear. Click that to get to phase 2. Phase 2 has a little walk leading to a clearing with a tent and a bush to fertilize if need be. There's also a wooden bridge that leads to the next rock wall, but again, you should complete any goals you can before climbing the wall. For this stage, I was informed that my team were a bit underprepared and as such were a little bit tired, so I stopped for a quick nap in the tent before moving on. Once you reach the top of the next wall, the little brown sign is a little ways away, but again, when you and your partner reach it, you should be able to move on to stage 3 if you have a silver rank. Stage 3 is the Croft Icefall and is where the woohoo spot is located. You come to a clearing that sometimes has a bonfire, but always has a bush to fertilize and the largest rock wall your Sims will climb. If you don't intend on going all the way up to the peak of the mountain, it's not essential to get a silver rank, but maybe equip your climbing gear for this wall. You don't want any unfortunate accidents when you're so close to where you want to be. Once you reach the top of this wall, follow the little walkway, but keep your eye on the rocks. There should be a little cave. Sometimes this cave is covered with icicles and you can't interact with it when it is covered with icicles, but if it's clear, you can definitely do a few things in here, including woohoo. I love the bats. Such a fun little quirky interaction and very cute with the fireworks and the towels, of course. Can you imagine just being in a towel in the freezing cold snow? I can't, but anyway, it's fine. There is a moodlet for this woohoo which reads, "High altitude hijinks from Mountain Cave Woohoo. Hopefully you didn't get frostbite somewhere awkward," which is so funny and so true. That is Mountain Cave Woohoo. It takes a little bit of effort, but the animation is really cute and I thought I would include it for anyone who wants to woohoo everywhere you possibly can. There's really only 2 more that I want to include, but there is one quick thing that I want to note, again, very specific. If you happen to have GeekCon happening in your game, and you go with someone to GeekCon, and someone builds the rocket, you can woohoo in the rocket. Now, again, you can also woohoo in the rocket on your home lot. If you have the rocket ship on your home lot, and you've built it, and it's ready to go, you can woohoo in the rocket as well. But just something that I wanted to mention, if you had specifically had GeekCon happening and the rocket has already been built at GeekCon, you can woohoo in the rocket. For Rocket Ship Woohoo, you do receive an achievement which reads 50 Mile High Club, successfully woohoo in a rocket ship, which I assume unsuccessful woohoo would maybe result in a rocket crash, but I'm not 100% sure. There is also a moodlet which reads 50 Mile High Club from Rocket Ship. There's nothing like your first time in space, but subsequent times are still pretty fantastic, which is a cute little cheeky moodlet. The next one that I'm going to mention is also another little bonus one, specifically if you have seasons installed and your game is in autumn, as we call it in Australia, or fall, as they call it in-game. You may just be out and about in your world or even in your home lot and you might see some piles of leaves on the ground. Yeah, you can woohoo in the piles of leaves. I had absolutely just no freaking idea that that was a thing. It's a pretty funny little interaction, like the bumping and bouncing of the leaf pile. It just did not cross my mind, all these leaf piles that I've seen in my games over the years of me playing The Sims 4. It never once crossed my mind to woohoo in a pile of leaves, but there we go, it is an option if you have no other option. None of the other options will work for you, but you happen to be in autumn, look for a leaf pile. There really is only one more that I want to mention. I've left this one till last because I feel like this is going to be a pretty unpopular option. So we're actually going to need to go on a vacation. So let's take a vacation with Cara Bays. So then we are presented with the vacation worlds that we've got. We're going to go for destination worlds and we are going to go to Batu. It's very specific and it might be unpopular because it requires you to have Batu, obviously. It's not really a super special one anyway. I have Batu, I've played through Journey to Batu. I thought it was a fun time, but that's just me personally. We're going to come to Black Spire Outpost. There is technically two different woohoos in Batu, but one of them is a tent woohoo. Like if you're at the resistance base, you can woohoo in a tent there, but it's nothing crazy. It's just tent woohoo, which you can do on your home lot or anywhere that you have a tent. So in outdoor retreat as well, if you're camping in a tent in outdoor retreat, you can woohoo in that tent in outdoor retreat. It just requires the tent. We're getting the welcome to Batu message. I'm not here to play through the stories or anything. We're here in our Batu outfits. I'm here specifically to go to one building and it is over in this direction and it is this one right here. It's essentially your base if you're not tied to the resistance camp. Essentially, this is where you can freshen up all that stuff. You can also just woohoo in this building. And there's the hearts. So this really isn't anything super special. And again, like it's not worth buying Batu if you don't want Batu just to woohoo here, obviously. But fireworks shooting up in the air. It's kind of cute. Very, very basic. But say you're playing Journey to Batu and maybe you're having a little bit of a romancy-roo with Kylo Ren or with Lieutenant Agnon or with Rey or with V Marathi. I mean, this is an option. You can come here with them and have some woohoo time. And then we did get a moodlet which was 2 for Batu from Woohoo. The adventure, the secrecy and romance. It's almost like Darren Bays is in a movie. But you guys, that is all that I've got for this video in sharing woohooing in public in The Sims 4 up to date as of high school years. I really like that there's these options so that if you are out and about, the mood strikes, there's options. My favorite probably are the ones in Copperdale, high school years ones, the carnival ones. They're so cute. And it's such a fun idea to take your Sims there on a date anyway. Like I feel like it's something I will definitely do a lot in my games is take my Sims on date to the carnival because that sounds like a fantastic time to me. But if you guys would like to see more of me and any more Sims 4 content I've got coming your way, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Let me know which of these locations was your favorite to woohoo in. Which one do you use the most in your games? Let me know in the comments down below. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever and I will see you in the next video. Bye!